Welcome back, everybody. So in our earlier lessons, we were able to create a nice little flash on our text like that. Whenever we collected fruit, we had a flash. So let's go ahead and bring that back. Remember, we actually are using sprites now. So when we're drawing our rect, there was no outline for that color. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how you can achieve that. So first, let's look for our draw food function. So I'm going to search for draw underscore food, and this is where we're actually doing our color and swapping. So I'm no longer using the local color, so I'll just get rid of this line, and I'm also no longer using this one because this is what we're using for our rect fill. And I'm also going to get rid of the rect fill line because we're no longer using our rect fill. So what we want to do is use palette swapping in PICO-8. And it might sound complex, but trust me, it's not. We are just using two colors and swapping between those colors to create that illusion. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to swap colors temporarily. So if our flash timer is greater than 0, then what we want to do is to call up let's create two palettes. So we'll start from red to bright yellow. So I'll use 8, comma 10. And also let's use a second swap. Let's try 7 and 11 and 7. And what we're also going to do now is, if the flash timer is greater than 0, swap between these two palettes for this sprite. So I'll just go ahead and copy this, go over here, and let's paste that over here like that for our food sprite, and make sure we're getting the whole thing. And then what we're going to do is to reset our palette to default by just using pal. So we've reset our palette to default. So if our flash timer is greater than 0 and we are drawing our food, swap the palette of the food and reset it, right? So, and what we're going to do, or else, so let's create an else condition. So I'll just say else. What do we want to do? Well, we want to draw our regular sprite, and this is our regular sprite. So we'll just copy this. Let's not include the pal, so just copy that. And over here in our else block, we'll just paste in our regular sprite. So let's go over here and just take a look at what we've done here. So I actually have this. So I don't need to just keep doing that. Let's just make sure we have this here. I'll get rid of this end statement, and else we're actually drawing our regular sprite now. So what we can do is let's make sure we don't have more than that. So it is our if else block. And what we'll do is I'll tab everything in just to keep it really organized like that. So our else sprite, and this is going to be the end of our if block, and this will end our draw function. So I'll hit the end here, save and run. Let's hit X to test this. And you can actually see our food is actually flashing briefly. This helps to show the player where the next food is visually, because we have some colors in the background now like that. And that's how we can implement the palette swap to indicate where the color is flashing in our food items. In our next lesson, what I want to do is to ensure that when we're playing the game, this top border here is just strictly for the display of our UI objects. And also, I'll also fix our warp mode, because if we actually are on game over mode and I'm pressing the O button to swap, the warp mode does not work, right? It only works when I'm in game, when I'm swapping it. So let's go ahead and fix that in the next lesson.